Hi there everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome back to another day in my 2019 holiday card series. Before we get started, don't forget that you can get signed up for my stamp camp by clicking the first link in the description box down below. And make sure you check out the video that I posted yesterday about my Christmas Time is Here class that will go live on November 1st. You can find all that information down below. So today we are making another gift card holder. I'm actually going to show you two that I've designed, but I'm only going to share one with you on camera. Don't forget that you can head over to the coordinating blog post if you want the measurements for these cards. I'm not going to share them here because I don't remember them, actually. So make sure you head over there and check those out. So my card base is real red because that is the red that's in the Let It Snow Designer Series paper, which is the Designer Series paper I am using for these cards, or this card. And later I will show you one using the Brightly Gleaming and the Christmas is Gleaming bundle that I use on Monday's card, or card holders, I guess I should say. So after getting all of the DSP and stuff cut out, I'm, just deciding which ones I want to use, what patterns I want to use, etc. So I decided that I wanted to use this snowflake one. This is probably one of my most favorite ones from this Designer Series paper. It's just so pretty. Okay, so on to assembly. I am scoring on my fold marks, and then I'm going to start adhering the Designer Series paper. So one of them goes on the inside, and one of them goes on the outside, and then one of them will go on that Whisper White card layer. So I'm going to be using tear and tape first because I'm going to be taping down the gift card. So this is where the gift card will go. So the gift card holder is what I meant to say. And of course I am using tear and tape. You want to use a really strong adhesive for this. And like I mentioned on Monday, I don't like using liquid glue for the pockets because I just don't like it to move and then maybe the gift card won't fit because that is just my luck. So I think tear and tape is a better choice. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere down my Designer Series paper before I get this adhered. That way it's a little bit easier on me. I'm using liquid glue for this design because this side has all of the glitter on it, and I just don't want it to not stick. So you want to use tear and tape, or you'll want to use liquid glue when it is the side that you're putting down has the glitter or the embellishment on it. So this pattern on the back, it doesn't have that issue. So you could use snail or you could use liquid glue. So, and I'm just using liquid glue because I'm pretty sure at this point my snail was empty. I think it was probably empty. So once I get this adhered, I'm going to go ahead and adhere the pocket down. So again, I'm just going to remove the backer sheet from the tear and tape. You could use your pick tool for this, but the scissors were handy, and sometimes it's just easier to pick what's right there for me to grab than trying to, get something different. So now I've decided to go ahead and adhere this to the end of this piece of Whisper White, and then we're going to add that in. I guess my snail wasn't done. Maybe I just wanted enough room to move it around. There's no telling. Sometimes I have no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing, guys. I can't help it. So that is our card base done. So now we're going to bring in this little piece that's going to be like, oh, this is where I ran out of snail, and I was out of scotch too. So I was like, what? But anyway, so I added a square to the front of this that you guys will see me put together in just a second. And this is where I decided to go ahead and put my image. Now you're not going to find any stamping on any of the ones that I am making this week. Just because, well, no, I'm stamped on Monday's card, but the other two, it's more punching, etc. And that's no different from the ones that I'm doing today. So I will be using the Snowman punch and punching that out. I love to punch out this paper because it's already glittery. It's already done. I don't have to color it. And the punch coordinates. So I'm going to cut off his head just a little bit, but I'm going to punch out one of these hats so it'll be okay. Now, one thing I had to do for the hat is I had to trim this paper just a little bit because I wasn't able to get it to where it was crooked or like, the right angle to cut it out. And here you can see me trying to fuss around with it. So the easiest thing for me to do was to go ahead and just trim around it. That way I could maneuver the paper a little bit better. So all of the top hats on this designer series paper coordinate with this punch. And then last but not least, I have a piece of soft suede that I am using for his arms. So I'm going to add some glue dots on the back, and this is just a glue dot, like, what's it called? What is the word I'm looking for? Missy? Brain. Dispenser. It's like, what's that word I'm looking for? Oh my word. Guys, don't forget, it takes a year for your brain to catch back up after anesthesia. So, and it's only been 3 weeks since I've had anesthesia, not even 20 days. Tomorrow will be 20 days. So you'll just have to forgive me. So here I'm adding glue dots to the back of him, but then I got the great idea to go ahead and pop him up because I am going to be adding some ribbons. I'm going to bring in some Stampin' Dimensionals. A big thank you to my upline for sending me a promotion product so I could have some dimensionals. I keep meaning to put them on an order, but I haven't placed another order, so I keep forgetting. So once I get this on there, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add some of that red, real red curly ribbon. That's so pretty. I absolutely love it. I'm going to place him a little toward the top. And I picked this pattern, that way it looked like he was in the snow. So for this ribbon, I'm going to go ahead and use tear and tape because I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around the entire back. Now, this isn't something that I've been doing lately. Normally, I wrap it and tape it, on the back. But since this back is actually going to show through, I wanted to go ahead and just use tear and tape. And you'll see here in a minute that this ribbon isn't quite as wide as the tear and tape. And I'll show you how I'm going to fix that. But so I'm just going to add this, just adhere it straight down. And then I'm going to tie this in a bow around the front. And this actually worked out pretty well. But here I'm going to bring in my anti-static tool that you guys saw me use on Monday. And I'm just going to go over that tear and tape with this powder. Now you could use baby powder, you could use a dryer sheet, whatever you have that will remove static or remove stickiness. So that's what I did. And then I'm going to go ahead and tie this in a bow. I'm going to bring in a glue dot just to help me keep that knotted right there. One of the reasons why is because as someone with rheumatoid arthritis, that really affects my hands, it's easier. And number two, these are press-on nails, like I mentioned in Monday's video. So they're not the sturdiest nails ever on the planet. They're not like my real nails when I have acrylic powder on top of them. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't break them because I still had one more video to film on this night. So what I've decided to do is go ahead and add dimensionals just on one side. So the side that's going to be adhered to the short flap is where I'm adding all my dimensionals, and I'm adding a ton of dimensionals. As I've mentioned in the past, I don't mind using a lot of dimensionals because I don't want this to fall apart. That's really important to me. I sell my cards. If you guys are interested in any of the cards that you've seen, especially the ones that I posted last week, the mass-produced ones, just let me know. You can find those over on my Facebook page, or you can message me on Facebook or send me an email. But anyway, I sell my cards. Like I sell them or I give them, to Patreons when I do Patreon, which I need to get back up and running again, etc. So yeah, but here is how that gift card fits. And then here is the other one that I made with the brightly gleaming. And I really love how it turned out. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I mentioned, make sure you check out the video I posted yesterday about the Christmas Time is Here suite. Make sure you head over to the coordinating blog post for the measurements, the supplies, etc., etc. And I'll see you Friday for another video. Bye for now.